Alright, so today's video is the Matrix Resurrections, and oh boy. Oh boy, we've got another record, folks. Lowest rating on the channel. We're going to get into that. I'm not going to spoil what it is, but lowest rating on the channel. They managed to do it in several categories and overall. Yeah. Alright, so let's go ahead and get into it. The Matrix Resurrections plot. 5-5. The entire plot of this movie is like, it's not tearing down the previous movies, but it's clearly using the previous movies in a way that it just feels wrong. I'm not even that big of a fan of the franchise. I pretty much just like the first one. I did dedicate my time recently to watching the whole original trilogy and Resurrections, and my god, it just feels like the biggest cash grab. Let's bring the Matrix back. Just mush, just disgusting, vile, just yuck. That's exactly what this movie feels like. They try and recontextualize what's happened after. I guess it's not even recontextualize, but it's like it's doing a meta thing that should not have been done. It'd be like if Deadpool only talked to the audience. It's just, you just don't do what they did. I'm not going to get too far into that because I want everybody to experience their own train wreck. I don't want to just let you know about mine. I want you to have your own. Just a place you shouldn't go with a plot. Because of that, let's get into the next category. 4-2. 4-2 on the dialogue. When everything in the movie is completely trash, when the entire plot is trash, when the entire plot is trying to be this super meta, super, oh my god, look at how deep this actually is. Look at this convincing lie we are telling. Oh, by the way, the Matrix is back, but Lawrence Fishburne isn't, so we're going to have somebody else play Morpheus, but Neo and Trinity are still the same. So what? So what is this weird combo cast that we got? And then, God, I could rant about this movie. I'm trying not to give spoilers out in here because I want you to have your own train wreck. But my God, yeah, dialogue 4-2. When the plot is trash, the dialogue, especially when the plot is as trash as it is, the dialogue has to be that trash too, because all they're saying is something to support something that is bad. And there's some bad dialogue separate from the plot too, where it's just like, yuck. That's the one word to describe this movie, is yuck. Yeah, but anyway, so yeah, those are two categories that the Matrix Resurrections. Funny enough, Resurrections, not a good thing to be in the title. Alien Resurrections is the only other movie with a plot this low, and they kind of did something similar to this movie. If they're resurrecting something, that means something died and they're choosing to bring it back to life. And when that comes to movies, that normally means it's a cash grab. If they're bringing something back to life for the sake of a movie, it normally means it's a cash grab. And cash grabs never have any actual plot. This movie didn't, and Alien Resurrections didn't. The dialogue is also a new low. This movie is actually worse in dialogue than Alien Resurrections is. Again, two movies with horrible plots, also having horrible dialogues. This movie's just happened to be worse. I think mainly because I enjoyed the Alien series more. It felt like the Alien series was like, I don't know, it felt like they had more potential in the other movies, and they got back on track. The Matrix kind of slipped and fell after the first one and didn't get back up, in my opinion. Acting. The acting's a 5. Keanu Reeves is the one doing the best job in here, and he is not a good actor in this franchise. So that combo of things should let you know all you need to know. Keanu Reeves is trying, but it's pretty clear he's not trying too hard. He's just here for his check. Because anybody that cared about their character or cared about like the integrity of this franchise, I think they would have turned this down. I think they would have refused to be in this. And I don't know what Lawrence Fishburne's situation is. I don't know if they didn't reach out to him or if he turned it down. I hope he turned it down. Either way, it's a win for him because he's not in this dumpster fire of a movie. Again, it's bad. It looks like something like AI would generate, but see, at least AI would have like Lawrence Fishburne's likeness. They did something worse than AI. Cinematography 7.9. We're back on track. Here, let me add this to the board. We're back on track to like normal ratings here. The cinematography, I gave it a 7.9. This movie looks okay. It looks above average. It's got some good visuals to it. It's a shame that it's wasted on just a horrible plot, horrible dialogue, and horrible acting. But yeah, cinematography's fine. It looks good. Soundtrack in this movie is like nostalgia bait soundtrack. It was noticeable, but not like noticeable in a good way. It wasn't horrible, so I gave it a 7.5 because that's what my average is. It's not really memorable, notable, or anything like that. Immersion, not applicable. Comedy, they do finally make an attempt at comedy in the Matrix franchise. It was non-applicable for the first 3 movies of the original trilogy. They tried in this movie and they failed miserably. I gave it a 5. World building, and I'm assuming this is about as low as it's going to get for world building. 1. This is the lowest rating of any category on anything up here. They completely regressed on their world building. From the first movie, I gave it a 9.1 because I thought it was an interesting idea with an interesting concept with interesting terminology. In this movie, they did just something you shouldn't do. They tried to go the super meta route because they can kind of afford to, given the nature of their like universe that they're playing around in. And boy, this is if I could give it a negative world building, I would, because it tore down meaningful world building they had done in the past. It made me value the world building of the franchise less because it seemed like a joke. Characters, 5. They take the characters that you even... I'm not even a huge fan of Neo or Trinity or like even like Morpheus. Like they're all just kind of like okay to me. They take them down a notch, make them not as good, and then the supporting cast is not good either. So the new people, they're not good either. So there's like nothing good out of the characters. Action 6.2. If all of this is true about every other part of the movie, how do you mess up action in the Matrix? You can do whatever you want to do. You can fly, you can learn kung fu, you can summon weapons, you can do crazy things, and they somehow found a way to make it boring and uninteresting. It's not bad as far as like, that's bad. It's bad as far as I can't remember that many fights or many action sequences from this movie because they're just not memorable. And when you're playing in basically a sandbox type world, how am I not remembering? I remember one from each of the first 3 movies. How don't I remember one from this one? It's stupid. They had one cool thing in here towards the like end of the movie, but I'm not gonna spoil it. But they had one cool thing towards the end of the movie, but it does not make up for the boring fighting the rest of the movie. So all of that supercharges this rating down to a 5.3. I know there's a lot of people out there that when it comes to like rating movies, like, you know, if you see a horrible movie, you say, well, I'm rating it on a scale of 1 to 10. You know, if it's really, 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 really bad, I'm going to give it a 1 or whatever. I'm giving this one a 5.3. Each movie, even though, you know, this movie definitely has a lot of weaknesses in it, it's still a movie that, you know, is structured like a movie. I mean, but I'm saying it, I'm giving it the bare minimum rating of, like, you know, it can't be that bad. You know, you still got to save the bottom of the barrel for something, and that's going to be for movies that don't even try at all. This movie tries, they just fail miserably. They try to do something new, some new twist, some new, new crazy, unique take, and it just face planted, at least for me, and I think it did for everybody else. I actually haven't looked at it. I remember there was some, like, outcry, or not outcry, but I remember people were not too happy about it when it came out, but I actually don't know what the reviews on it were. IMDb 5.7, Rotten Tomatoes 63%. Yeah. Almost kind of a funny bad watch. If you're interested in funny bad movies, this is, I think, one of them. Again, don't touch movies with resurrection in the title. It normally means it's a crash grab. Normally means it's a cash grab, and it's probably not worth watching. This movie and Alien Resurrections are perfect examples of it. They are the two lowest rated movies I have right now. I'm sure they won't be that for too long, because I am, I'm going to watch a ton of movies and review a ton of movies, so hopefully they don't hold this title for that long. But yeah, 5.3 for the Matrix Resurrections. Honestly, probably too generous, even with my philosophy on ratings. I still think that might be too generous. But yeah, anyway, thank you guys for watching, and peace.